Good morning, dear students. On the last turn, we were talking about the reproduction in fungi. So, we have discussed up to the asexual reproduction, and I have told you that asexual reproduction includes two means vegetative as well as by production of different spores. So, when we talk about the vegetative reproduction, I have told you that this is by budding, fragmentation, oidia formation, etc. So, this is the book you could discuss. It's a very good book. And if you are having somewhere this book, you could purchase this. And this is the book where you could have the text like notes. So, if you get this book somewhere, you can purchase this, and this is really very helpful. So, in this book, for the asexual reproduction of fungi, we could see the vegetative means where I have told you that fragmentation and then simple oidia formation and then intercalary chlamydospore formation and then terminal chlamydospore formation. These are the certain vegetative means of vegetative means of reproduction in case of fungi, where there is no involvement of its sex organs like antheridia and ogonium, escogonium, etc. So, these are the means of vegetative reproduction, and I have told you that this may be either your fragmentation or your budding or fissions, or lastly by the means of spores. You could see different kind of spores. See, intercalary spores, chlamydospores. In your book you could have this all the type of spores. Zoospore, when it is motile. You could see the flagella, the type and arrangement of the flagella differentially in different forms. Then your conidia, the dry spores. Here, sporangiospores produced inside a sporangium-like body, and then sporangiophore having sporangia, terminal sporangia in case of Colitotrichum, and then conidiophore, the branch generating or developing the conidium in a chain, and this structure. So these are the different kind of spores what you can have in the fungi in case of fungi for the asexual reproduction. So coming back to the reproduction, I have told you that for asexual reproduction we could have the vegetative means as well as by spore formation. Just you have seen so many type of spores in case of fungi, and these spores may be either motile. So when motile, I have told you just this is called zoospore, and for the zoospore we could have the flagella either terminal or lateral or basal, single or double, means whiplash and tensile type. This motile zoospore, I have told you in the last section that it is basically in the case of aquatic fungi. Aquatic fungi means fungi existing in the water or over the water surface or over the debris and plant materials in the water will show the presence of zoospores. And the second category, intermediate category, non-motile spores that we know as aplanus spores produced in a sporangium-like structure, and this is in the case of zygomycetes. And the third one we are having conidia, that could be seen in the terrestrial or land fungi like algae, etc. Coming to the next type of reproduction, we have the sexual reproduction. And for the sexual reproduction, the three main steps are important, that is plasmogamy, karyogamy, and meiosis. So what is sexual reproduction? Here all the three steps of sexual reproduction are present, that is plasmogamy. What is plasmogamy? Fusion of gametes. Then second is your karyogamy. Karyogamy means the fusion of the two nuclei of opposite strains. Plasmogamy, the first one. The second one is a karyogamy. And the third one is meiosis. The resultant product of the karyogamy will be diploid. Plasmogamy will bring the two haploid nuclei in a very close contact, and the fusion of the cytoplasm is called plasmogamy, and that results in the karyogamy, means dikaryotic condition will be converted, n plus n condition will be converted into 2n now, that is diploid condition, and that could be represented in the form of zygote. Now this zygote after karyogamy will develop into a spore-like body, and that spore will germinate, will form hypha, hyphae and mycelium. And this stage will proceed for the luxuriant vegetative growth during the favorable conditions, and after attaining the complete or full-fledged form of the vegetative phase, there is the production of asexually producing body for the multiplication of the fungi in the nature over the host, either as a saprophytic or in a parasitic mode. So when the conditions are favorable, there will be asexual reproduction, I have told you initially. And when the conditions are unfavorable means after the perfect and luxuriant vegetative growth and the massive production of asexual reproducing spores, when the conditions become somewhat unfavorable means drier, humidity is less, then before ending of that season, the fungi opts the sexual reproduction, and for that it will produce the sex organs, that is your antherium and of course escogonium or oogonium respectively, and that will include the three processes, that is plasmogamy, karyogamy and meiosis. So regarding the plasmogamy, I have told you that plasmogamy, fusion of the cytoplasm of two gametes, may be through the following methods. The first one is gametangial copulation. Gametangial copulation, it means the fusion of the two gametangia, and this is actually in the case of aquatic fungi, and where the gametes are motile. You could see here like this, the two gametes are motile, and they will coalesce laterally, will fuse laterally to form a dikaryotic body. And since the gametes are motile, so these gametes may be actually behave in two different ways on the basis of the morphology and physiology and anatomy of the gametes. That may be planogametic copulation when the two gametes are motile, and that will of course show the isogamy and oogamy. Isogamy means when the fusing gametes are morphologically similar but physiologically different. Oogamy, when The female gamete is non-motile, that is uh, oogonium, egg in the oogonium, and male gamete is motile. And the second type of plasmogamy is gametangial contact, where we are having the oogonium and antheridium. Oogonium, female sex organ having egg, female gamete, and antheridium, male sex organ. It will have the male gametes, that is nuclei, and when they come in a closer contact laterally, means they contact each other laterally, and that will result in a gametangial contact. And this gametangial contact will be facilitated by a structure, intermediate structure, that is known as fertilization tube. And this fertilization tube is responsible for the movement of the male gametes or nuclei from the antheridium to the oogonium, and for the event of plasmogamy. And the third, we are having the spermatization. Spermatization means, for the spermatization we are having two structures, spermatia plus receptive hypha. Receptive hypha. This spermatia is a smaller single cell monokaryotic entity that will be budded off from the spermatophore. Spermatophore is a structure that is responsible for the formation of spermatium. That spermatium will be budded off from the spermatophore and will reach up to the receptive hypha, a filamentous hyphae, and this may be of two opposite strains, plus and minus. So, formation of the circular monokaryotic entities, that is known as spermatia, its liberation and its migration up to the terminal point of the receptive hypha, terminal cell of the receptive hypha, and its fusion there is one of the type of plasmogamy, and this is called spermatization. So what is spermatization? Fusion of spermatium to the apical cell of the receptive hypha in order to form a common structure where the two opposite there are two different type of nuclei, plus and minus, and this is the dikaryotic condition. This will result in a dikaryotic condition where there will be two nuclei of opposite strain in a common structure, and this is called spermatization. So gametangial copulation, this results in the lower and aquatic fungi mostly, where the gametangia are motile, and this may be isogamous or anisogamous or ogamous. Isogamous when the two gametes are same, anisogamous when the two gametes are different morphologically, and ogamous when the male gamete is motile while the female gamete, that is egg existing in the oogonium, is non-motile. Gametangial copulation, where the two gametangia fuse laterally, that is antheridia and oogonium. Antheridium plus oogonium fuse laterally at a particular point, and their fusion and the migration of male gametes from the antheridium to the female gamete, that is egg inside the oogonium, is facilitated by a structure that is known as fertilization tube, and then spermatization, and then somatogamy. Somatogamy means fusion of two somatic cells of opposite strains somatogamy, fusion of two somatic cells of opposite strains, that is plus and minus. This is called somatogamy. Autogamy, where there is fusion of two cells of opposite strain nuclei, or fusion of two nuclei of opposite strain in a cell. This is called autogamy. So what we have seen, that is starting from gametangial copulation coming to gametangial contact. What we are seeing that there is um, loss of the sex organs, well developed sex organs, that is antheridium plus escogonium or ogonium, after the gametangial contact coming to the spermatization. So I have the list of the type of plasmogamy from the gametangial copulation to the autogamy. It means when we will migrate from the gametangial copulation up to the autogamy, what we are seeing that there is loss of sexuality. Sexuality. What is sexuality? Production of well developed sex organs and their further roles. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन की बात अगर हम करें तो सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में हमें 3 स्टेप्स देखने को क्लियर कट मिलेंगे: प्लाज्मागैमी, कैरियोगैमी और मियोसिस। ये तीनों स्टेजेस हमको लाइफ साइकिल में इसके सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन की ड्यूरेशन देखने को मिलेंगे, एंड दीज 3 स्टेप्स आर मस्ट। प्लाज्मागैमी, दोनों गैमेटेंजिया का फ्यूज़न। गैमेटेंजिया क्या है? वो बॉडी है जिसमें आपके गैमेट्स रहेंगे। कौन कौन से गैमेट्स रहेंगे? मेल गैमेट और फीमेल गैमेट। मेल गैमेट आपका मेल न्यूक्लियस के रूप में होगा और फीमेल जो गैमेट है वो एग के रूप में होगा। तो इन दोनों का फ्यूज़न प्लाज्मोगैमी कहलाएगा। और कैरियोगैमी डाइकैरियोटिक जब कंडीशन होगी, डाइकैरियोटिक कंडीशन से n+n कंडीशन से जब 2n कंडीशन हो जाएगी तो वो कैरियोगैमी कहलाएगी। और 2n कंडीशन से डिप्लॉयड जाइगोट से इसके केस में क्या होता है कि आपका स्पोर के फॉर्म में जो आपका ये जाइगो स्पोर होता है, जाइगोट का स्पोर होता है, वो आपका फेवरेबल कंडीशन में जब उसको होस्ट मिलेगा तो वो जर्मिनेट करेगा। जर्मिनेट करके हाइफी और माइसिलियम बनाएगा। और आपको पता है कि माइसिलियम के बन जाने के बाद पूरा का पूरा उसका थैलस का एक तरह से इन टोटो स्ट्रक्चर आ जाता है। और उस स्ट्रक्चर के आने के बाद जब कंडीशन फेवरेबल होंगी तो हमारा एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन होगा। एसेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन मैंने आपको अभी बताया कि वेजिटेटिव भी हो सकता है और बाय मीन्स ऑफ डिफरेंट स्पोर्स भी हो सकता है। वेजिटेटिव के डिफरेंट मीन्स आपको पता चल चुके हैं, और स्पोर्स के भी अभी मैंने आपको वैरायटीज़ दिखाई कि वो मोटाइल भी हो सकता है, नॉन मोटाइल भी हो सकता है और कोनिडिया भी हो सकता है। उसके बाद आने के बाद प्लाज्मोगैमी, कैरियोगैमी और मियोसिस की टर्न आएगी जब कंडीशंस अनफेवरेबल होंगी। तो हमारा सोमैटिक बॉडी वेल डेवलप्ड है और वो डिप्लॉयड है। डिप्लॉयड बॉडी अगर ऐसे ही 2n स्पोर्स प्रोड्यूस करेगी तो जाइगोट हमारा 4n हो जाएगा एंड दैट विल रिजल्ट इन एबनॉर्मल बिहेवियर ऑफ द बॉडी. सो उसके पहले जो आपके मियोस्पोर्स हैं, मियोटिक डिवीज़न के बाद उनका जनरेट होना ज़रूरी है. और ये जो मियोटिक डिवीज़न होगा ये कहाँ होगा? सेक्स ऑर्गन्स में होगा फॉर द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ हैप्लॉइड gametes, that is male gametes, male nuclei, and female gamete, that is your egg, haploid nuclei. ये जब बन गया तो इसके बनने के बाद आपका वही प्लाज्मोगैमी और कैरियोगैमी इंटर्न वो रन करेगा और उसकी वजह से आपका स्पोर डेवलप करेगा, जाइगोस्पोर, डिप्लॉयड स्पोर, और वो स्पोर जनरेट करके फिर हाइफा हाइपोन माइसीलियम जैसे स्ट्रक्चर बनाएगा. जब हम अब इतनी तरह की जो प्लाज्मोगैमी की इवेंट्स है, मैंने आपको बताया कि व्हेन वी माइग्रेट, when we discuss the different type of plasmogamy, there is reduction of sexuality, means formation of well developed sex organs and their function from the gametangial copulation up to the autogamy. ये जो इस टाइप का बिहेवियर है, इस टाइप का सेक्सुअलिटी में लॉस या रिडक्शन है, ये आपको फंजाई में देखने को मिलेगा. एंड दिस इज़ फ्रॉम बेसिकली लोअर टू हायर फंजाई. जब हम लोअर से हायर फंजाई की ओर बढ़ेंगे तो क्या होगा? जो पहला कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर देखने को मिलेगा, एंड दैट इज़ योर लॉस ऑफ सेक्सुअलिटी. Loss of sexuality means loss of production of well-developed sex organs and their function. Now, what is the lower fungi and what is the higher fungi? पूरी फंजाई को जब हम क्लासिफाई करेंगे तो एक जगह मेनली आप ओमाइसीट्स, आई थिंक आपके सिलेबस में है, ओमाइसीट्स से लेकर के जब हम ड्यूट्रोमाइसीट्स तक की बात करेंगे, बीच में आपका आएगा जाइगो, एस्को और बेसिडियो. इसके पहले भी फॉर्म्स हैं जहाँ पे आपके मोटाइल स्ट्रक्चर्स देखने को मिलते हैं, यहाँ पे और इसके केस में, इन दोनों के केस में आपको मोटाइल स्पोर्स देखने को मिलते हैं. जिसकी हमने बात करी अभी प्लानोगैमेटिक कॉपुलेशन की, जहाँ हमने बात करी थी, वहाँ पे यू कुड सी द मोटाइल स्ट्रक्चर्स, दैट इज़ योर जूस्पोर्स. एंड proceeding up to the oomacetes, one of the class of the fungi, we could have the oogamous type of plasmogamy or gamous type of gametangial copulation, where we are having the male motile gamete and gametangia and female non-motile gamete, that is egg, inside the oogonium. And after that we will have our zygomycetes. Zygomycetes is that fungi which shows the migration of fungal member from the aquatic to terrestrial mode. So this section is actually the lower and here higher fungi. So what it means? It means the lower forms will show the presence of motile, well-developed sex organs, gametangia and gametes. But when we will move from the lower to higher fungi, what we could see, after the oomycetes we are having our zygomycetes. Zygomycetes are amphibious in nature, that is they are present in somewhat aquatic as well as most of time terrestrial mode. So this is the phase that is showing the migration of fungi from the water, from the aquatic mode to the terrestrial mode. And during the migration of fungi or the members from the lower to higher fungi, what would we could see the loss of the production of well-developed sex organs, from this case to zygomycetes to ascomycetes to basidiomycetes, and in case of deuteromycetes, we totally have the genera which lack sexual reproduction. तो क्या हुआ बच्चे कि जब हम ओमाइसेट्स लोअर फंजाई से लेकर के ओमाइसेट्स से होते हुए जाइगोमाइसेट्स, एस्कोमाइसेट्स, बेसिडियोमाइसेट्स से लेकर के ड्यूट्रोमाइसेट्स में जब हम चलते हैं, यानी लोअर फंजाई से लेकर के जब हम हायर फंजाई की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, तो हमको क्या देखने को मिलता है? लॉस ऑफ सेक्सुअलिटी मीन्स वेल डेवलप्ड मेल और फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन्स हमको यहाँ से देखने को नहीं मिलेंगे यहाँ तक आते आते, और इस केस में तो टोटली एब्सेंट, और गैमेट का प्रोडक्शन नहीं देखने को मिलेगा, वेल डेवलप्ड सेक्स ऑर्गन्स नहीं देखने को मिलेंगे, और इंटर्न जो उसके अंदर गैमेट्स रहते थे वो देखने को नहीं मिलेंगे। बस यहाँ पे हमको देखने को मिलेगा मेल और फीमेल न्यूक्लियाई का फ्यूज़न, मे बी स्पर्मेटाइजेशन के केस में सोमैटोगेमी या ऑटोगेमी। और ड्यूट्रोमाइसेट्स तो वो क्लास है जहाँ पे आपका पूरा का पूरा सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन एब्सेंट होता है। उन मेंबर्स को ही ड्यूट्रोमाइसेट्स में रखते हैं जिनमें कि सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन रिपोर्टेड नहीं होता है, उसको उठा के हम ड्यूट्रोमाइसेट्स में डाल देते हैं। तो ये हमने देखा, रिप्रोडक्शन की हमने बात करी, ई सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन की बात करी, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन की बात करी, और पहला कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर हमको देखने को मिला कि लॉस ऑफ सेक्सुअलिटी इज़ देयर व्हेन वी मूव फ्रॉम द लोअर फंजाई टू हायर फंजाई। इट मीन्स oomacetes to zygomycetes to ascomycetes to basidiomycetes. The plasmogamy will we could have, that is gametangial copulation to contact to spermatization. Spermatization where is no well developed antheridium and well developed bulge structure at the top, like we could see in the form of ascogonium in case of ascomycetes or oogonium in case of oomacetes. So that the type of plasmogamy in basidiomycetes we could have the spermatization, and thus there is very loss of the sexuality coming up to the basidiomycetes, and after basidiomycetes in case of deuteromycetes there is no sexual reproduction. There is the genera in this case actually reproduces by the means of asexual reproduction, by the means of spores, and we could see the different kind of conidia in case of deuteromycetes among the different genera. So this is the all about the reproduction of fungi, and during the discussion of fungi, the reproduction of fungi, we could aware from with the first characteristic feature of the fungi, that is when we will move from the lower to higher fungi, we could see the first characteristic feature of the fungi, that is loss of sexuality. The second important feature we could see when we move from the lower to higher fungi, that is the thallus is highly organized. Highly organized in the form of fructifications. So when we move from the lower to higher fungi, besides the hypha, hyphae and mycelium, we could see the macro stage of the thallus, and that could be seen easily in the nature in the form of different fructifications, either in ascomycetes, basidiomycetes or deuteromycetes. So how we could differentiate, that is the fructification present in basidiomycetes and deuteromycetes is sexual and asexual type respectively. For that we will analyze the type of spore present in the fructification and their nature in turn. So the second characteristic feature in the for the fungi, we are having that when we move from the lower to higher fungi, we could see the massive aggregation of the thallus in the form of different fructifications, and that is of macro type. It means we could see them in nature easily, as in case of morchella, or in case of mushroom for the agaricus, or for some other fructification in the case of deuteromycetes as well. The third characteristic feature we could have in fungi when we move from the lower to higher cases, that is, there is aquatic, the tendency of fungal member from the aquatic to terrestrial mode. इसका मतलब बच्चों क्या हुआ कि फंजाई, जब हम पूरी फंजाई को पढ़ेंगे फंजाई के पेपर में, तो फंजाई के नेचर के लिए हमें तीन चीज़ देखने को मिलेंगी. पहला तो मिलेगा कि लॉस ऑफ सेक्सुअलिटी फ्रॉम द लोअर टू हायर फंजाई. दूसरा कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर देखने को मिलेगा कि द थैलस विल बी हाईली ऑर्गेनाइज्ड फ्रॉम द लोअर टू हायर फंजाई. It could be seen in the massive form of fructifications. And the third characteristic feature, that is the nature of fungal member, is going to be shifted to be converted from the aquatic, from the water to the terrestrial or the soil mode. Thank you. In the next session, we will discuss the other characteristic features of the fungi.